Okay, guys, I want to use this opportunity to thank my subscribers. You guys are amazing. Like I used to say, I have the best subscribers in the world. Like you guys are really helping out, and I want to thank you guys for your love and support. Like I have tons of stuff to talk about today, but I'm gonna try as much as possible to be fast about it, and also try to skip some less important ones, okay, just to make it short. Okay guys, like I usually say, it's very important that you watch my previous videos before watching the recent one, because they are always intertwined, or I would even say that you don't miss anyone because there's some information that you might be missing. Okay guys, so today I'm going to talk about Bobrisky. Okay, now this is more like a notice, like, or a warning. Okay, for those of you who might be having problem me, you know, talking about Bobrisky, in the next few minutes I'm going to be talking about Bobrisky, so I'm very sorry. You have to deal with it. Most of my subscribers, like most of them, actually drew my attention to this, so don't blame me for that. Welcome to my channel, guys. Bobrisky, you know, was seen twerking on this guy. His name is Bobrisky. He's a show promoter, as I heard, Davido's friend. And yeah, Davido seemed disappointed in this guy for something like this. We're still gonna watch the video, but Bobrisky was seen in a video, in a recent video on Snapchat, twerking on this guy, and this guy sitting down, balanced, you know, laid back, spending some cash, you know, spraying some cash on his backside. Okay. Okay guys, you know, talking about this, even though Davido disapproves something like this guy Bobrisky, I don't know, he later came out to say it's all for the gram, that is nothing serious, that is just here to make some cash, that is just for show off, or just for attention. Seriously, this guy should be careful. Like I said in my previous videos, anyone can take the law into their hands and, you know, do whatever with you when they see you on the streets, in, you know, in a country like this. Like I said, it's quite dangerous for you to be doing something like this, and if you're doing it for the gram or you're doing it for the attention, you have to be very careful. Okay, that is it. Let us quickly watch the clip before moving on to the next news. Roll it.
For Davido, don't be angry with Bobrisky. It's business, okay? Nothing too much, nothing too serious. We are all in the same. That's $1 billion gas. That's $1 million for the waiting for the account. So bye.
That is it about Bobrisky. Let me know what you think about this. This guy, you know, I always say he's looking for attention, but I'm confused right now. I don't know what to say again. And he claimed that this guy is not the bait, like Bobrisky is not the bait. So much for Bobrisky. Let us move on to the next news. The next news, we have Tonto Dike. Recall I talked about Tonto Dike yesterday. I said Churchill, the ex-husband, tendered a lawsuit recently, and it was reported yesterday that this show is on hold. But looks like Tonto Dike is never gonna give up. Despite the orders, the court orders, Tonto Dike continues to campaign for the reality show. We're gonna watch the campaign. I have the clip with me, but what do you guys think about something like this? Let us quickly watch the reality show. Roll it.
Hi, my name is Tonto Dike, aka Radical for Jesus.
Something for the ground. Maybe there's someone who fake our life.
Charlie, calm down. You're so good at us. But just a little bit, honey, because I'm a beautiful woman.
It's not just being called a liar, it's the fact that I was beaten like a dog repeatedly in my home. And you come out to say that I am lying about it?
Azuka, I said my husband gave me STDs, and you present the world with a medical report of stress. What has stress got to do with STD? And why are we even talking about haters? Like, really, who are they? 3 years.
is what I'm worried about. If he grows up and, you know, look back, or someone tells him something like this, or he sees pictures or watch videos about the dad and mom fighting and over a reality show or whatever must have happened, or whatever happened in the past, I don't think this guy is going to be proud of the parents. I don't know. You know, it's a family issue. I don't really want to like go deep into that. But Tonto Dike is never going to give up on this. She has put a lot into this. Okay, if they are going to edit this guy, this little boy, out of the video, it's going to cost Tonto Dike, because the reality show is really much about Tonto Dike and her child. Okay, it's actually about her life generally, but the child is also included, and she's always proud to talk about the child. So it's going to affect the show, because that is what the show it's all about. I think that's why Tonto Dike is still proving stubborn, and I'm very sure she also has some legal backup to defend herself as well. Okay guys, so that is it about Tonto Dike. Let me know what you think, as usual, in the comment section below. Okay, moving on. Pastor Ibiome and Kemi Olunloyo make peace. Now this was how it happened. Kemi Olunloyo, after spending 90 days in prison, Olunloyo made it known on social media that she has nothing against Pastor Ibiome anymore, and that they finally made peace. They squashed the beef. And in case you're wondering who's Pastor Ibiome, David Ibiome is the man who was once behind her predicament. And when I mean predicament, is the guy that locked her up, the man that locked her up. So they finally, you know, squash the beef. I'm gonna take like few lines from what she posted on online, the stories. She says, I normally go to 3 p.m. prayers at the Catholic church down the street to get spiritual energy. Last night I decided to go to New GRA to worship at Salvation Ministries. I walked into the kingdom of God like no other. This church was very different. I was lifted. They were having 4:30 p.m. prayers after a 21-day fast. I joined them in an energized service in a God anointed mega church. I ate communion and drank wine. The Lord was everywhere. Let me quickly jump to this. Okay, after service I asked security personnel to meet Pastor Ibiome privately in his office to pray for me. The men in black suits took me to a waiting room and then asked me to come in. There were 5 pastors in the room watching. 2 were my persecuting lawyers. Then I walked up to him telling him I was the one he locked up in prison. I knelt down and he grabbed my hands. Suddenly my all-day asthma, wheezing and migraine vanished. He had divine powers of some kind. He prayed for me, told me he had forgiven me long time ago, and he repeated it in front of me again. I told him I was not bitter and I have forgiven him too. I have decided to serve God, and it will be to Salvation Ministry and him. Okay, we have some clip online. We have a clip rather online that you guys need to watch. Roll it.
I'm Kemi Olunloyo. I'm a journalist and pharmacist. I moved to Nigeria in 2012, and I wanted to say thank you to everybody for welcoming us to Salvation Ministry. Don't let the devil use you. That's my testimony, and I do want to clarify that I was not paid for this testimony. This testimony is going live on the internet right now. Pastor Ibiome, somebody used me. The devil must leave. This is a church that I attended yesterday that actually prays for his pastor. I love that. I'm a member of this church now. I'm going to serve and worship God. I wrote on the internet this morning, is even in the Punch newspapers, I'm going to serve God, and I'm going to serve God in this church. I came here in a police car, and I'm not leaving. I'm going to fly the colors, stoop to conquer. And Pastor Ibiome met with me yesterday in his office privately. He blessed me. He led me to Christ. I gave my life to Christ.
Isn't that lovely, you know, giving your life to Christ? Let us move on to the next news. We have Casper in New Vest, who says that Nigerian rappers are unknown in South Africa. Let me quickly read this. The report says, commenting on the controversial 2017 single "You Rappers Should Fix Up Your Lives," where M.I. Abaga admitted that South African rappers are dominating the hip-hop scene in Africa. Casper agrees with M.I. Abaga, stating, as quoted, "Yes, South African hip-hop is in the forefront of African hip-hop in general. It might not be popular as it is in South Africa, in Nigeria, but I know for a fact that rappers from Nigeria are kind of unknown in SA. He says, if we talk about crossing over, I know that a lot of people in Nigeria know about my music. I know that in Kenya and Ghana it's the same thing. I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about the movement. Sarkodie is big in Ghana, but there are other rappers who are as big as Sarkodie from Ghana. Okay, let me say this. Casper, no bad blood, seriously. I don't want to be sentimental about this. First, Casper, we don't really know you in Nigeria, that's first thing. But then again, I think you're right. I think Casper is right. Most of our rappers are not working towards it. They are not really working hard anymore. Like, we don't see rappers like Mode 9. We don't see rappers that raps for like from the bottom of their heart. You know what I'm trying to say? We don't have that again. What we have now is commercials. You know, rappers singing. You know, rappers mixing it up with some kind of commercial. We don't see the hardcore thing anymore. Okay, so I agree with Casper in your verse, but we don't really know you, Casper in your verse. I think Nasty C is even more popular right now. Nasty C, AKA as well, is also popular. Some of us also know AKA here, but you guys are really not popular in Nigeria. And I agree with MI that most of them should fix up their lives, but you wouldn't blame them. Blame the consumers, we the people. That's what we want to hear. Something like Davido, we want to hear something like Whiskey. We want to hear commercial. We should buckle up and strengthen our rap game. So much for that. Let us move on to the next news. It could be recalled that we got information, I think, a few weeks ago, that Davido refused to pay his tax. So the Lagos state government sues him and, you know, AY, okay, that they refuse to pay their tax. Let me quickly take this report. Notable among these alleged tax offenders are two of Nigeria's celebrated artists, Davido and AY, the comedian. Both artists have had a long-standing battle with the Lagos Internal Revenue Service for tax evasion. Davido, who has record deals with Sony Music Entertainment and endorsement deals with various companies in Nigeria, has not filed his tax returns or remits any taxes to the Lagos state government. The source, according to a source, Saturday Punch on Saturday reports that Davido had defended his action, claiming that he paid taxes to Osun State since he is an indigene of Osun State. You guys remember that Davido made 500 million naira from his, you know, 30 billion gang show. I think he should be able to pay his tax. I mean, you work here in Lagos, so you have to pay your tax to the state government, because you work here, you make your money in Lagos. You don't work in Osun State, you don't make cash in Osun State. The tax law stipulates that you must pay your tax to your state of residence. So I think that is what they are missing. Now Davido currently says that he's going to be releasing the names of those owing him, you know, following this tax evasion saga. And he said, putting out a list of people owing me in this Lagos very soon. Some think say them the government, okay, now we go see where the post go take you. Scammer, plenty talk, no the full basket. If you don't pay me by today, I'm releasing your name to the public. Okay, that is what the video is trying to say. But still owing the Lagos state government, refusing to pay your tax, Davido is still out there having fun. There was a video that surfaced recently. In that video, Davido was seen having a good time with his girlfriend in his hometown, Ede, in Osun State. Before now, Davido have been seen, you know, hanging out with this girl, Chioma. Her name is Chioma Roland, and she's been, you know, they both been having fun, having a good time together. That is it, guys. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Till see next time, stay blessed. Peace.